Okay, I'll start. Every day, millions of diagnoses are performed around the world. As the burden of infectious diseases increase, the demand for a better healthcare system urges. Hello, honorable judges. We are Team Anagata, and we are here to realize India's national digital health mission with Bioneer's IRON-qPCR. First, let's look at a brief overview of Bioneer. Bioneer, one of the most known Korean biotechnology company, is currently about to come up with the latest qPCR machine, and they're trying to analyze which country they should go towards to commercialize the IRON-qPCR and wonder what strategy they should use to penetrate the market. We will start by looking at the Bioneer's SWOT analysis. There are a few important notes. As we know, Bioneer has been doing amazing in creating futuristic biotechnology products. What we need to focus on is the opportunity that opens up with Bioneer with their IRON-qPCR. There's so many underdeveloped and developing countries that need help and innovation from Bioneer products, especially with the increase of spreading diseases around the world. But we also need to look at the threats where there are already many existing competitors on the industry. Looking at the condition of the world, really high number of casualties of tuberculosis, STIs, HPV, and respiratory diseases is because the test for these diseases took so much time. There needs to be a detecting device that can target many diseases at once in a short time. Luckily, IRON-qPCR by Bioneer is the perfect solution. This machine integrates the parts of nucleic acid extraction and real-time PCR into one device that's capable of diagnosing up to 40 targets at once for syndromic diagnostic, has 2 access channels, and the result only took 30 minutes. Looking at the features, the IRON-qPCR needs to be supplied to a country that has high cases of tuberculosis, respiratory diseases, and STIs, high population, and less advanced in the biotechnology. Which brings us to the question, where should Bioneer supply the IRON-qPCR using effective marketing methods to commercialize the product and earn a stable revenue?
Okay. Next, I'm going to lead you guys through our alternative evaluation. First thing to cover is our data finding of why we choose India as our goal. After looking at various data of nation, we chose India because the country has a high number of TBC, STD, AMR, and HPV infection cases, a high population number, and other reasons as we go on. And next, we also come out with a chart that support our choices India to be one country Bioneer should go for. Compared to other country states such as China, US, Nigeria, and Europe, India is leading and commercializing, plus helping India is one that will perform the best. Here we found that what makes Europe isn't as sustainable as you think they are. Turned out as a country, Europe have fairly low tuberculosis rate. The AMR resistance number is also considered as the low level, then the CAGR are not the high compared to India. And there's huge tax rate for doing businesses about medical supplies as foreign businesses. Next. Every country is different in some way. And here are our components why we choose India, starting with the high infectious disease rate and fatality rate. HPV, STI, and AMR resistant number would CAGR that reached 22% in the healthcare industry. Low tax rates, solid funding toward the India health tech industry, and of course, it's huge population that say they need to our help to prevent and give better care towards those in need. Next, we'll show you the judges for year of PESTLE analysis of why India is sustainable. Here are some risks and opportunity elements from our in-depth PESTLE study of the nation. First, a political overview. They have a certain commercial challenge, but the political climate is secure enough for business to grow, notably the medical sector. Second, no medical tech businesses are investing in India, showing Indians' enthusiasm for ideas. They may enhance their life. And the expected GDP growth is encouraging, and for legal and governmental statement, green light are covered as we go on. According to our PESTLE research, India is the ideal market for Bioneer IRON-qPCR. On the following slide, we'll show you the city we're targeting. And next, we analyze 7 Indian areas utilizing a few parameters. Here, while we pick Maharashtra or Mumbai to provide. Population density is associated to the span of TB, STD, HIV, and other AMR diseases. Mumbai ratio of resident to cases it shows so a difficulty with AMR screening, education, and treatment. That's why we choose Mumbai. Next. Okay, we also provide kind of like competition of locally to give you better grasp about the market. On the procedure, we identified no direct rivals that could conduct it as accurate tests as Bioneer. Here are several Indian medical testing institutes. Thermo Fisher, Bioneer, and Mobio have been certified to operate in India. And Thermo Fisher has a Mumbai branch near Bioneer target market. All of them have WHO compliant qPCR equipment, and all priced between 1.2 and 1.4 million rupees, or around 15,000 USD. Bioneer qPCR equipment is faster at running tests and providing diagnostic data. Through this competition situation analysis, we believe that upcoming plan of penetrating Mumbai market, Bioneer have come some advantages that can use such a strategy location near target market, reasonable price for their product, and shorter running time to get diagnosis result. Next.
Okay, so there are 6 points or pillars that Bioneer needs to achieve in order to successfully commercialize IRON-qPCR at Mumbai, India, which are market relevancy, human factors and usability, regulatory compliance, business development, quality assurance, and marketing and launching event. Next. First thing to cover is about market relevancy. Mumbai, India is the major city that we aim for because of its high pathogen disease cases. We believe Mumbai is suitable for Bioneer machine because it will provide fast and accurate early diagnostic detecting result for high AMR and other pathogen disease to boost the limited healthcare system service in India. Looking at the human factors and usability, with limited resource in Mumbai healthcare services, Bioneer machine will serve this purpose in bringing effectiveness and efficiency to improve Mumbai quality of life regarding this disease by providing better prevention and treatment plan with Bioneer accurate diagnosis. Next. We have analyzed 4 major regulations that highlight and support Bioneer entrance to the market. First one is India allow 100% FDI in medical device on automatic route. Second is there are no fee for exporting or importing product if it's not regulated by the EXIM policy. The third one is the ISO 13485 hospital instrument requirement, which Bioneer has suppressed. And lastly is the National Digital Health Mission that Indian government had, which aim to give universal health coverage in accessible, affordable, inclusive, and done with safe manner. All regulatory compliance show green light for Indian hospitals to easily be equipped with IRON-qPCR without any huge restriction. Next. Quality assurance is also important as it sounds because Bioneer wants to supply IRON-qPCR to India. Bioneer will need to start to have this design control and manufacturing information as a prerequisite market legal document to enter Indian market. Assuring our product quality in this kind of form is the most crucial part, as it will show them our readiness to not only sell our product, but also to show them the changes that IRON-qPCR can make after it's being supplied to India. Next. So moving on to the next slide is the business development. This is a very important factor that Bioneer needs to successfully nail in order to grow as a business in India. We look from both areas of how our strategies are going to be implemented. Starting with the B2G, we believe the Indian government regulation were feasible for Bioneer to enter Indian market. The IRON-qPCR purpose were in line with Indian disease situation, and currently, the country doesn't have any collaboration with AMR instrument providers or manufacturers. Hence, it is possible to cooperate with the Indian government. And now for the B2B plan, India's private sector do have huge potential when it comes to AMR diagnosis testing product. The current state isn't doing really well because of its low performing kits they have been using for years. We found an attack point of how Bioneer product can enter the Indian market by providing various acquirement plans for IRON-qPCR, which are easier payment with installment. We can lend them the product and create subscription calculation for them to start testing patients within their area. But of course, with us being mindful about the return on investment calculation, their place market potential and their institutional income. Next.
And now we're going to talk about marketing and launching event plan. In this plan, we will be pursuing 2 intertwined strategy that has been created from the 6 successful sequences analysis that we did. We believe Bioneer always wants to dream big, and here's how Bioneer can do it. First thing to cover is B2G diplomatic approach. This strategy aims to create demand for testing or awareness about AMR diseases testing for Indians by building diplomacy relationship with India. Referring to previous regulatory compliances and seeing how open India as a country for investment, especially in health and family care, there's a huge opportunity for Bioneer with India's IMR international medical collaboration. Cited from the statement, so far there are 7 countries who collaborated with India, but none of them is focused on supplying instrument diagnosis kits for AMR diseases. Next. And here are the action plan for Bioneer. With outstanding track records of invention, sales, and amount of people that Bioneers have saved, Bioneers would first need to seek validation and support from Ministry of Science and Health, and then followed with pitching process to Ministry of Foreign Affairs to conduct an agreement with India's ministry as listed. We'll spotlight that this offer aims to support India's 3 main national health plan. This offer is a long-term investment for both South Korea and India's relationship. This offers also open tons of future bilateral collaboration, and within this process as well, we will demand the government to socialize about the importance of testing and AMR prevention to their citizens. Next. Next on the screen is our AIDA framework implementation for B2B marketing. Continuing the plan after good diplomacy has started, we'll need to start by creating awareness towards our users, which are the doctors and the medical institution. We are aware that you not favor the idea of exhibition, trade show. However, this is the most well-performed medical marketing activity when it comes in showcasing new medical invention. This is the way that is like more effective than online marketing, and it shows real-time reaction and direct interaction towards the medical institution and about our product as well. We will create awareness about our product in 3 most anticipated medical events in India. The first one being India Medical Expo, EAPCon, and Health Tech India. For the supplementary strategy in this plan, we will continuously increase this seminar participant knowledge about AMR diseases and how important it is for them to solve the problem with various channels, just digital marketing and offline marketing as well. Next, after the awareness are built within the conferences, we'll spark their interest by showcasing them how easy it is to use the IRON-qPCR machine. We will also showcase the danger of low accuracy diagnosis kits that could lead to wrong treatments and even deaths. And for the action plan, there are a few things that we actually want Bioneer to do so Bioneer can have a spot in these events as written. Next. Lastly, for both desire and action, we'll develop a customer liking towards the product by providing them many forms of how they can acquire IRON-qPCR, such as installment paying method, product lending, and lastly, instrument subscription. There are ways that Bioneers can easily give them just by analyzing few easy points, which are ROI calculation per institution, market potential of the institution, and lastly, the institution income itself. And all of that will be adjusted accordingly based on each institution capabilities. Next, in short, for the conclusion, Bioneer is now looking for specified country and city to supply IRON-qPCR that could have a success commercialization. From our analysis among 10+ countries and cities, through various factors, we found that Mumbai, India is the most relevant market for Bioneer for both commercializing and save as much people from illness and give them better welfare as well. Our research showed that IRON-qPCR is the solution to problem that India is facing right now. And from there, we come up with 6 successful sequences action that aims to create strategy for B2G and B2B approach for Bioneers. Next slide. Bioneers have a very meaningful mission. Bioneers aim healthier future for humanity. And Anagata wants Bioneer to really focus on supplying city who actually in need of genomic technology and of course have a huge potential market as well. And the answer is yes, it's Mumbai, India. That's it from Anagata. Thank you.
Thank you very much from Team Anagata. Great. So questions from the judges.
Thanks for the great presentation. So also very some insightful information there. So especially some you are the business development part, let's say B2B and B2G. That the segmentation is very very good, also very some useful. So actually also do you think there are also maybe there are some another like there's a business pattern, G2G, also the B2C like that. So anyway, also it's good. So also when you talk about the B2B side, there are some IDA you already comment in that inside the IDA you are some put in there like the India using the India medical export. So it's true, like we attack like some Indian market, we need to figure it out like the kind of like some export to many like the customer or the distributor in the country that should see our product, and then this is the place. So in the case, anyway, the question on that. So I understand that you have a good like the storyline to pick up the India case, and then so another question, we have to really give up the Euro market. Do you still think about that? So why I ask, because based on the base our limited information, I think you are like the large inside to pick up the India market with good like logic, but actually our machine has there are more like some the item inside like the instrument. In the case, the market size perspective, even though the India is the population is very big, so Europe is our worldwide #1 territory, our the medical market. So in the case, if we are pick up the population or political other economic case, the medical case, we can have some very long decision to get the first priority case. So still, you think we have to give up the Euro market?
All right, thank you so much for the question. We're aware that 15 minutes might be not enough to deliver everything in details. So yeah, I would answer the questions whether do we actually really give up on the Europe market or not. There's actually a reason why we do not choose Europe as our current market. I think right now, Bioneer needs to focus on finding which country and city that they need to supply and not trying to do big moves yet. We want Bioneer to not just pick like the most easy and less struggles country to supply at. We believe Bioneers have bigger purpose than just creating profitability, and that's why we actually chose India, which actually covers both parts. There might be some issues with India's with a lot of checklists in politics or economy, but all of the checklists actually are there as well for like the reason of why Bioneer should supply India. India, as we presented, have a huge number of cases of infection rate, and at the same time also have a huge market potential and stability, enough stability for Bioneer to supply. And yeah, thinking further, what we need to do as a supplier, I think we need to send our product to places that need it the most as well. And just by the fact alone that India do need this product, I think we should right now focus on the India market first, and then later on supply for another country such as Europe.
Okay, thank you.